Okay, what's the relation between potatoes and or hot potatoes and eyepieces, telescope eyepieces? No. The relation is that of what Bill Gates had anything to do with the Microsoft MS-DOS. Obviously, you know that this story is famous. IBM contracted Bill Gates and his colleague to design a program for them that we now know as MS-DOS. But they forget to actually patent it for themselves, buy the rights. So Bill Gates was able actually to patent it himself and just continue to work around it. And now he's a billionaire that he is, one of the richest men in the world. The same happened with this eyepiece. It's called TMB eyepiece, designed by Thomas Beck, an American. He commissioned a factory in China to build it for him. But as a payment for the cost of the eyepiece and building the equipment to build the eyepiece, they had an arrangement that they can continue and sell that eyepiece in the other parts of the world. These eyepieces are special because they're low focal length, so-called planetary, and then the low focal length eyepiece, this is the king of those kind of eyepieces. Very good view, very good reviews also, and very good performance for planetary observations. Means narrow field of view, Mars, Moon, name it. You can, and Jupiter, all these things you can look with this. Also Sun, of course, with the solar filter installed. What happened was that Thomas Beck was selling his product in the U.S. and the Chinese were building it there for their own also because they own the right. Then Thomas Beck died, and now between the lawyers and this community in America, that amateur astronomers, there is a bitterness because they like anything American to be sold, and money comes to them. But Chinese obviously have the right for that, as they claim, to sell this also based on the contract they had. So they're making it and they're selling it under the name of the TMB Planetary Eyepiece. Let's unpack it anyway. Hot potato. This is hot potato, I'm telling you. This is protectionism and hot potato in the astronomy. You have to look for yourself and see what's the politics behind this is all. Just got an eyepiece, that's it. Okay, let's bring the eyepiece out. Oh, look, nice box. It's called SWA866VA wide angle plus or 6mm eyepiece. Ooh. Is it plus or is it TMB? Description on this says TMB Planetary 2 eyepiece. Let us see anyway. Okay, the box says Plusle, but what is inside is a TMB. Okay, so they have put the item in this box. It's quite impressive, chunky eyepiece. Planetary eyepieces, you know that they're very usually smallish, short and smallish and squat. But this one is not. The story of invention also, he was saying that, Thomas Beck was saying that one evening he was just putting lenses together in his he was an optician working in a factory. And he just put a few more lenses in a different way. And it came with a new design. He was so excited and he patented it, obviously. Or did he patent? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Well, anyway, he was impressed by the quality of this. Of course, he has not patented it in a way that they do, because the Chinese are now having the rights for that. But anyway, and the view of it was really good. All these things that you will have with the short focal length eyepieces were solved by that design, and it was a wide-angle view also. That makes it really good. And wide angle means that I'm talking about the eye relief. Sorry, probably I should correct myself. It has a good eye relief. Oh, look at that impressive eyepiece. Okay. So everywhere else in the world, these eyepieces are known as TMB Planetary, as you can see. TMB Optical, this is the 6mm version of it. And look at it. You can actually unscrew this lower part and use it as a different eyepiece, but they have both lenses. And I'm going actually to try it. This is a 1.25mm barrel, and that goes with any telescope. I'm going to use it probably with my ETX, mid ETX, and see how it will look. Anyway, looks impressive. Good lenses, quite heavy. For a planetary eyepiece, that's quite heavy. And the shape of it is reassuring. Nice eye cup, you can raise it. And yeah, gives you good protection for your eye. And it's a TMB. You can buy it in America at a higher price if you want. And Thomas Beck is not alive anymore. He's dead. I don't know. He was old probably. And like many of the designs, you know, we have Nagler, we have Huygens, we have Erfel. All these are names of the opticians who invented those ones. And nobody claims that they own the rights for that. So, like, for example, the designer of a telescope, Maksutov, he was a Russian. And he donated the rights to all the world to use. Like Bakhtinov, Focuser, he was also Russian. Everybody now who has a telescope owns one Bakhtinov. He invented it in 2005, I think. And he didn't patent it, so that everybody can use it. I want this spread into the astronomy community, amateur astronomers, so they can use it. Everyone can use it. So the bit being nasty is probably a kind of a strain of the being a bit protectionist and or being an American, you can say. But they're clever when it comes to their own benefit, you know. Bill Gates is a good example of it.